Good evening, me old Roos and Sheilas. Welcome to Lights Out League Racing once again, season 32, race 1. And what better and fitting way to start at Albert Park in Melbourne. It'd be quite interesting to see how we get on. Looks like a little bit of rain at the start of qualifying. Will that stay or will it carry on for the rest of the session? Good evening, Terry Reds. I'm sure it tastes much better in a bottle. Good evening, Mike. We're currently watching the Div 1 boys, and that will be followed by Div 2 around 9 PM UK. But before that, we've got the first hot lap of the season with Mr. Katamies in his treasured Haas driver. Hello, Magol. Why do you cry, Magol? Straight line mode is activated as you throw your car in. Turn 6 a little bit wide and deep than Katamies would have wanted. I think he just lost it on braking. Now it is a chance for overtaking with straight line mode. You want to get a good traction, good bit of oversteer there, which is going to hamper him a couple of tenths. We've got no telemetry to see. We've only got the intervals. We don't show the telemetry because drivers have an advantage if their friends are watching, and he loses traction on the final corner. Managed to keep his lap going, but that would have cost him a lot of time. 1:26.9, which will be beaten very easily. As Callum back in the full-time seat, 1:25.6. Amadi 26.6, a whole second behind his previous Div 1 rival. He's been chatting shit, saying he's mega slow in the chat, and look at him, little worm. We've got Tommy Ash, season debut, league debut, and he's in the platinum tier for the Mercedes team. It'll be interesting to see how he gets on. We haven't really seen his pace yet, but he's on his first flying lap as we speak. In the elite tier by Senna, who's dialed in on his full-time season debut, up to the front row with a cracking time of a 25.4, and could he be fighting for those podiums, fighting for those race wins? Now Katamies crossed the line in P7 then in the Haas. One or two drivers jumping into the pits. Next up to cross the line will be Damon Hill, who will be highest P8. Callum Ansell will be on the second row, P4. Benedict ahead of his teammate, P8. As these times are dropping in, one or two jumping in the pit lane. Adamako's got a grid penalty colliding with Brutus. Was that his fault or none? Brutus will start P5. Adamako P12 then. Tommy Ash on debut P12. He's dropped down. Senna will be P4, going ahead of Callum. Amadi going around the final corner. It looks like he's the only one that's going to potentially beat Portuguese. It doesn't look like it as he's weaving. So Portuguese looks like he's going to get the first pole of the season, joined by Amadi on the front row. Is Nicky on a run? He is, but he's not going to get any higher than P16. So some brilliant times on that run. Neymar P7, I missed that. I was giving him gyps, saying he's a mid-pack driver. But there's your grid for the first race of the season. Portuguese on pole with a 24.3. Last season's pole with a 14.8, so obviously the conditions have. Dean joined him on the front row with Jackson Senna on row 2, Callum Brutus row 3, Neymar and Katamies row 4, with Benedict and Damon Hill rounding off the top 10. Tommy Ash and Pompano on row 6, Adamaka and Benji just behind. Lennon and Nicky on row 8, with Wesker, Linazukan on row 9, Benja and Kiza on the back row. Will it be dry in the race? Only the drivers will know. Jumps in. It's a 271 metre run down from pole to turn 1. Braking point is 4.5. For the first time in season 32, it's lights out and away we go. Portuguese got a good launch off the line. Looks like Jax has got a good start side by side with Amadi. Look at the advantage that Portuguese. D has the inside, but Jax sweeps on the outside, has the inside at turn 2. Big loss for Senna as he drops down a couple of places. Katamies up to 3 places. The Haas having a great start to the race. Nicky already up 4 places from the back of the grid with Six Mompano and Day and Benji having good starts to the races. Senna dropping again as he goes wide out of turn 5. Has he lost an M plate? Slight damage, it looks like. It's Wesker at the back of the grid. Missed a spin. Hopefully he has not spun, but looks like everyone's got away. without any major catastrophe. We've got a yellow flag. And it's Adam Mako's span. He's lost an end plate. He's facing the wrong way. Coming out of turn 11. Not the best start to the season for the Ferrari driver. He's going to have to pit early, starting on the hard tyres. His strategy is out the window as Portuguese and Amadi have pulled an advantage at the front. Yeah, Casta says poor Adam is not the best, but Amadi already making a great start to the race, now taking the lead of the race for the first time. Dan Morris saying Jackson Katame's teammates is rigged. It's not rigged because Katame's is not the fastest driver. Damon Hill up to P9 ahead of Benedict, but Benedict back ahead of his teammate. Why are the teammates battling? Damon, stay out of it, you slag. Jax Daniels slapping Callum and knocking him back down to P4. Oh, the constructor is the overconstructor is yours, Kessler. We shall see. Shall see on the seashore. Adamaku having to pit, going on the mediums and hoping for a safety car. Benedict ahead of Senna. Can Damon Hill make an overtake as well? It's very tight as we approach the chicane, but Senna stays ahead. Benji and Lennon still not able to make an overtake. It's very tight here. It's a cluster of cars at turn 11. 4 of them is Benedict. Then have his teammate is Damon Hill taking a quick look. Tommy has joined this battle, very close up to P10 there on Mercedes. And have a look at Callum as he's close behind Amadi. This is a fantastic front 4 battle as Brutus and Katame's just a drift of the front. Amadi and Callum having a great squabble for that P3. Have they both just slightly drift now of the front 2? Portuguese and Jax Daniels. Now the ones who look favourites. Haas of Jax takes a quick look at turn 11, not quite able to make a move. Straight line as you were. 6 Bompana looking to make a move but not close enough. Pushing each other around turns 1 and 2. Will anyone try and push the button, pull the trigger at turn 3? Again, Neymar looking very racy but not able to make a move as yet. Everyone being very respectful in their driving, no making any stupid dive bombs, which is brilliant. Have to be careful following this close in the dirty air. As you can see them all weaving around. 6 Bompano again and make a move ahead of Tommy Ash. Brilliant move at turn 6. The awareness of these F1 drivers is incredible in tight corners as turn 6 is. Knowing the width and length of their own cars, slotting in positions side by side here. Katame's and Benedict going through the chicane. Benedict still just ahead of Katame's. Katame's taking a run at turn 11. Katame's on the inside, just slight bump in wheels. Oh, Benedict goes slightly wide. Would he have thought he was slightly pushed off? But Katame's up to P6. Some brilliant action. Jax, Callum, D and Brutus all pitting then. Jax, of course, on the alternate strategy. D going on the hards. Jax on the hards. Benedict going through, starting on the hards. Then we'll go up to P2. And Tommy goes on through as well. Jax coming out behind them. That's a little bit of traffic for him to approach. Callum coming out ahead of Lennon. Amadi stuck behind then the Cadillac, which again, it should be a rudimentary overtake, but it's going to be a bit difficult. Might lose a bit of time. Katame's coming out P12. 6 Pompano on the new medium tyres, 119.8. Callum now behind Benedict. Benedict holding up turn 6. Nicky getting past Katame's once again, but we'll keep an eye on Callum as he goes past Benedict now at 2 P3. Will Tommy go through as well? He's side by side, has a slot behind, has a look back on the inside of the Williams. Is side by side through turn 9. Well defended by the Williams, but Tommy will have a second bite of the cherry approaching turn 11. And Jax Daniels goes on through. Portuguese, can he get out just ahead of Callum? It's going to be tight. And he does with a good second or so advantage. Tommy in the pits, Benedict in the pits as Brutus and Lennon go on through. Lennon's still carrying on. He's going to go as long as he can and push as much as he can on the second stint. Drivers then, Jax Daniels, he's got 2 seconds ahead of Portuguese. It's going to be a very interesting battle. You see Portuguese gaining a couple of tenths here and there. Jax has some brilliant pace here in Australia. Sun shining. changing gear, going through turn 11. Benja in the pits then, coming out with no nose. And we'll be in P18, but you'll see, oh, lovely. There's a highlight for the reel. The Div 2 drivers will be lapping that up as you see him struggling. Looks like he's got a puncture. Has he just been in the pits? It looks like he's got a puncture. Oh, the Haas of Katames. Oh, that wasn't good from Katames on Damon Hill. Late lunge from the Haas. Oh, what's he doing? He's lost his head here. Tommy goes on through. Katames just being a bit too aggressive. Late move. Missed his braking point. I won't be surprised if we see something against him in the stewards. Nicky just behind him. Will he make a move? No, he's not close enough to make a move at turn 1. As we see Tommy and Damon Hill side by side through turns 1 and 2. Good fight here from Tommy. Trying to do a second bite as Nicky and Katames. Katames on the inside of Nicky. Oh, Katames is not doing great here. He's in trouble, the Haas driver. Left Nicky no room at all on track. I think, I might be wrong, I think Lennon will take elite win, which I think he'll be absolutely buzzing with. Senna is closing in, but I don't think he's close enough to take it. Incredible. Callum right on the gearbox of Amadi on the penultimate lap. Has a look on the outside here. That has to slot. Oh, has to just avoid collision with Amadi. Couldn't get past, and Amadi had to slow because he was on the inside of turn 9. Good defence from the Aston Martin. Brilliant battle. A top tier, top division battle on show, as we do see with the front two as they start the final lap of the race. It's down to who holds their nerve, who has the best battery. Callum has the best exit coming out of turn 14. It's going to be a drag race to turn 1. Callum hasn't got enough in his battery to jump in front. Has Amadi squirted it all out of his arse? And can Callum get a second about the cherry? He cannot, approaching turn 3. You can see him gaining. Oh, he's not close enough as Amadi plants his car right in the middle of the road. Benedict has dropped back now, and he knows that P6 is not attainable with his track limit penalty. So Tommy on his... oh, that was feisty. Amadi again planting his car well. But Jax, that is probably his best chance to make the overtake. On the approach now to turn 11, Portuguese. I think that's it. Jack's right on the gearbox. Can he make a late move? He can't. Callum, I think, has pushed all he can on the final couple of chances, but that's it. Unless it's going to be a drag for Jax, who just slight oversteer coming out of turn 13. Unlucky for some, not for Jax, but Portuguese. Great fight. Takes the pole and takes the first race win of the season in Melbourne. Jack Daniels on the second step. Brilliant driving from the Haas. Right down to the wire. Takes P2. We've got Amadi, who Callum mistake. Comes home with the first podium of the season and P3. Callum just misses out. Great battle to the end. Takes P4. Brutus on his own takes P5. I think he'll be well happy with that. Tommy will come home on LOLR and season debut. And a very admirable and valiant P6. The Williams of Benedict battle to the end. Comes home P7 with Nicky coming home P8. Oh, 5-0 out. They've seen me out. They've heard me out. I'm naked. They're coming after me. Hide me, someone. No one's hiding the brilliance of Portuguese taking the top step. Fastest lap goes to Katames. Driver of the day is given to Nicky. Most overtakes Nicky. Potentially biggest gainer, who gets an extra point. But Portuguese getting the race win. Jax Daniels and Amadi joining him on the podium. P2, P3 respective. Callum P4, Brutus P5. Tommy comes home P6. Brilliant drive from the Mercedes. Benedict P7. P8 from Nicky, and he will from P20 get the biggest gainer points. Damon Hill coming home P9. Lennon getting P10 and the elite win. Brilliant from the Cadillac. 6 Pompano 11. Senna P12 and getting the P3 podium. Keys Geezer getting the P3 in the elite as well. Congratulations. Katamis P14, the fastest up with an 18.6. Adam Mako 15th, 16th for Lindsay and Wesker 17th. Benja, Neymar, and Benja Boy all DNFing from the race. What a fantastic start to the season.